So World of Warcraft just dropped a brand new video about adaptive flight and the war within, which we're going to dive into this morning. But one of the things I want to point out before we get going is this magnificent beast right here, which I will absolutely be farming the hell out of once everything is live. We've had transmog for characters for years, and that's the real end game for most people. But transmog for mounts, I think they kind of stepped that up to another level with Dragonflight, with the way you go into all your different drakes and customize all these different aspects of them, their skins, the gills or fins or ears or tusks or horns and fangs and all sorts of different options, barbs, I think, to customize your mounts. It was really really cool. And then I love this even more because it's like I've never had in my brief time in World of Warcraft, I've never had like a mechanical mount. I've never played during the time when I know engineering was a big deal, and it's like I've just always taken whatever mounts I've gotten from quests and stuff along the way, and I've never had a mechanical mount. So I'm looking forward to this for that reason, and because it's going to be really really cool to see this in adaptive flight form. Anyway, I would love to drink my coffee because it's sitting in my hand and not doing anything. And we're going to hit play on this video and watch a little bit. I'm sorry, let me go back. Look at that, dive bombing. So they literally jumped off of the city platform, dove down another ground. Now we've seen a little bit of this in Valdrakken when you jump off to go to the caverns. You can jump off of Valdrakken. I can't remember. It might be to the west, but you go down and then you could just follow the tunnels all the way down into the caverns. The verticality is there. But seeing this kind of stuff makes me super excited because it means that they've designed everything around the verticality. And adaptive flight being a very important part of this. We know that the exploration of the three-dimension space is going to be a major factor here, not just the one dimension of, running forward and finding things on the ground. Now we can go ground, sky, we can go down below, we can have mounts that take us all over the place. It's brilliant.
Get ready for a new era of flight. Formerly known as dragon riding, dynamic flight brings the newest, fastest, most active way to travel to old zones and new. From the leveling campaign through endgame on hundreds of your favorite flying mounts. Let's explore everything you need to know about dynamic flight in the war within.
God, it's so cool. Look at all the different mounts everybody has. That's so exciting.
World of Warcraft Dragonflight introduced adventurers to a completely new way of traversing Azeroth called dragon riding. This faster, more immersive form of flight reinvented how heroes explored the Dragon Isles. Dragon riding made flying an active experience, allowing players to ascend, surge, break, and whirl through the landscape at breakneck speeds on customizable mounts.
This is what I was talking about.
Players took to the skies in the open world, dungeons, and the final raid, as well as pushed their limits in race courses throughout the world. In the war within, dynamic flight is being improved and expanded upon, keeping core elements like
Hang on, I gotta go back real quick.
That
looks dope as fuck, man.
Dynamic flight is being improved.
That's like a black nightmare horse with torn wings. That's got to be a death knight. Like that right there, that makes me want to. That just further tells me I need my earthen death knight.
And expanded upon, keeping core elements like vigor-based abilities in place, while granting players earlier access, more mounts to choose from, more courses to race on, and the ability to toggle between dynamic and traditional flight modes.
Okay,
as
that's
early as
cool.
level 15, or even earlier if you're a Drakthir, characters will be able to learn dynamic flying, allowing new champions to navigate older zones and experience leveling like never before.
Did they say level 15?
Earlier, if you're a Drakthir, characters will be able to learn early as level 15.
As early as level
even
15.
Earlier, if you're a Drakthir, characters will be able to learn dynamic flying, allowing new champions to navigate older zones and experience leveling like never before. Dynamic flight skills will be earned as a part of leveling up, allowing
Nice.
players to fill out the skill tree as they progress.
Nice.
For players coming into the War Within at level 70, dynamic flight will be available early in the Isle of Dorn, and upon unlocking, flying mounts will be equipped with all their talents. This means
Perfect.
that finding glyphs will not be tied to dynamic flight progression.
That's
But for mavericks who enjoy the thrill of the hunt, glyphs in the Dragon Isles will remain in place.
so I'm very glad what he just said. So the points now that you're going to get are going to be coming from the leveling progress, not through go find all these glyphs that are hidden in strange places. That you're getting the audio cue that your Drake senses, your dragon senses that there's a glyph nearby, and it's like the John Travolta meme from Pulp Fiction where he's like turning around going, "Where is it?" But now they've gotten rid of that, but they are going to have them in for people who want to do it for other purposes.
Purely for
Achievements.
If, however, you prefer the more passive style of flying introduced in Burning Crusade, you can toggle between dynamic flight and traditional flight modes. In previously existing zones, the ability to switch will be available immediately at launch. And in Khazal-Gar, switching becomes available after leveling through and exploring the new lands thoroughly.
Perfect.
At the War Within's launch, over 440 mounts will be converted to enable dynamic flight.
That's a lot.
With more than 200 unique models and
Look
over
at that.
50 fundamentally different shapes and sizes,
Look at that.
conversion has been a significant undertaking that
Yeah.
allows you to once again show off the shining stars of your collection.
Dude,
Favorites like Ashes of Alar,
I'm going. Wait, hang on.
Invincible, Gmod, the
What was that
Sandstone
called?
Drake, like Ashes of Alar, Invincible,
Invincible.
Gmod, the Sandstone Drake, and the Hive Mind will all be capable of dynamic flight.
I'm gonna so go crazy on mount collections now that this is a thing, and because we now have shared rep between characters and stuff. Like, this is gonna be a fun. I'm telling you, the War Within and the World Soul Saga. For me as a person who is newer coming into World of Warcraft, this is the perfect time to be a World of Warcraft fan.
With all your old favorites available, there will be no shortage of mounts to tout. But 2 special mounts are worth seeking out as well. The Delver's Dirigible,
Yes.
earnable through the all-new Delves feature.
Yes.
Is a cosmetically mega customizable mount with color, nose, wings, thrusters, top, and even decal options that continue to expand as you progress.
Dude, I cannot
The
wait.
Elgarian Stormrider is one of a kind.
I have this.
Featuring a unique vigor bar in
I
its user
pre-ordered the
interface.
Epic Edition.
It also comes with a special ability called Lightning Rush, which can give you a boost of speed
Look at that
without spending
air
vigor by
ship,
expending
man.
static charges that accumulate when flying near walls. Lightning Rush is expanding to other mounts starting in the War Within, allowing everyone to both zip and zap around. Racing will also continue to push pilots to the peak of their capabilities. New courses will be available in each new zone, offering a brand new circuit of achievements and an exciting way to explore various landmarks and landscapes throughout Khazal-Gar.
Oh, a disc mount. A
Are
disc
you
mount.
ready for a whole
Hold
new
on.
era of
Hold on.
dynamic flight? Mount up.
Hang on. All right, if you're someone from the guild, you know that I have been talking about this for a little bit now. I was asking this question a few months back about, like, are there any disc mounts in the game? And people were like, nah, there's a couple, as opposed to like EverQuest 2, there was lots of disc mounts. I had disc mounts for a lot of my characters, so they were really cool, and there were so many different kinds. If I have the option to get a disc mount in this game, I will go so hardcore with an ice mage you don't even know. Like, I had so much fun with the ice mage in Wrath of the Lich King Classic a few years ago. That was by far one of the coolest DPS classes I have ever played. And when I see this image right here of this disc wreathed in blue flames, I'm imagining like a gnome wizard with, blue, some sort of blue energy, purple energy design on his robes, but, fully robed with, blinged out with these really cool rune pieces of armor, riding around on a disc mount. Dude. And I gotta say, if you haven't checked it out, Maduros has, I think is it Mad Nats? He's got a fire gnome a fire mage gnome who looks absolutely fantastic. And I could totally see him rolling around on a disc mount. Dude, dude, I'm ready. Take my money.
Are you ready for a whole new era of dynamic flight? Mount up and actively soar through Kaz Algar and beyond in the War Within.
I'm so ready.
Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand.
I already pre-purchased. I've been very open about that. I did the Epic Edition, and I can't wait. We are all ready to go for the War Within. It's been a really cool rush. You know, I got really excited and into World of Warcraft right after BlizzCon last year, so I've been playing now for like 6 months, I guess maybe, uh, something like that. Uh, it has been the most fun I've had in an MMO probably since Star Wars: The Old Republic launched. Was the last time I had this much fun. Um, and that was like 2011. So it's been a long time since I've enjoyed an MMORPG like this. And I gotta say, I really really like this game. And Dragonflight was a lot of fun for me. The War Within looks absolutely amazing. Our guild has been having a lot of fun. We've gone through the entire arc of Dragonflight together uh, over the last few months. We're moving into season 4, which I think are called the Awakened raids. And we are prepped and ready to go for the Pandaria remix, which is happening soon. Nobody has a date on that yet, but it is happening soon, and we're going to be going through. And I know there's quite a few people. I know I'm starting I've got a Mythic Zero dungeon group starting next Wednesday, which is the first Wednesday after the season 4 patch. So we'll have the new Mythic difficulties in, which I'm very interested in seeing. Because as everybody knows, I am not a sweaty player. I am an old player, and I don't like to do things at breakneck pace. So the timed thing was never for me, and I don't get off on gear anymore because it's like I've been at the top as a raider for years and years and years and years and years. I don't want to be there anymore. I'm very happy with looking for raid mode, normal mode. Like normal is like Fearac on normal is like beyond my comfort level. Like I'll do it, I've been doing it because want to do it with friends. But that's I've been very open about. That's not who I am as a person anymore. Like wanting to beat my head against something. Um, and I love the fact like I went and did a looking for raid group last night with my ranger and with my hunter, and we did the last 2 bosses, Tendril and Fearic, in under 20 minutes. It was a very cool feeling. Jump in, do something cool, jump out, edit the video, upload it, move on to do something else. It's like I love the accessibility that World of Warcraft gives me to have all types of levels of gameplay, and I really do like to keep it simple. The changes coming with war bands are going to be absolutely amazing. I'm really, really, really excited about all things World of Warcraft right now, and the adaptive flight stuff is really really cool. I can't wait to see more. I'm going to be farming the hell out of mounts from here on forward. If you want to come join us, we are on the Moonguard server. Alliance side primarily. We do have some Horde people in the guild. We have Horde alts, but primarily we do Alliance, and we are prepped and ready to go for rolling into the War Within pre-patch as soon as it's announced and ready to go. We'll be in, like I said, Season 4 for now, the Pandaria Remix soon, and then after that, War Within pre-patch and War Within itself. We are so ready to go. I'm so excited. Expect to see more very, very soon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Don't forget daily streams here and on Twitch. There's a Discord. There is a Patreon. Raids are on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Central, everybody. See you next time. Have fun in Azeroth.